Dear students, this video discusses how to find electric field and magnetic field for a short dipole. So electric fields are due to the current element. So the general equation for electric and magnetic field in terms of scalar and vector potential can be written as E is equal to minus j omega A minus delta V and H is equal to 1 by mu del cross A. Now when we are representing the scalar potential in terms of polar coordinates, it can be written as A is equal to, this is vector potential, A is equal to, this is the general equation, that is in terms of r, theta and phi, the polar coordinate can be written as AR cap AR plus A theta cap A theta plus A phi cap A phi. Now if you consider the dipole is placed in the spherical coordinate system, that is dipole is placed in the z direction. So this is the vector potential. So here this can be written as AZ and R is in this direction. So this is AR, this is AZ and between this will be the angle theta. And similarly AZ and A theta will be in this direction and angle theta. So from this diagram, AR can be written as AZ cos theta and A theta as direction is changing, it will become minus AZ into sin theta. That is directly from here we can write cos theta is equal to AR by AZ. So AR will be equal to AZ cos theta. Now considering gradient of scalar potential, that is gradient means del V. So that is given by the general formula AR into dou V by dou R plus A theta into 1 by R into dou V by dou theta plus A phi into 1 by R sin theta into dou V by dou phi. Again writing electric field in terms of polar coordinates can be written as, that is in terms of R theta and phi. General we can write it like this. Now if you combine all the three equations, that is 1, 2 and 6, and find out what is, that is all the AR components are considered and substituting into this equation. So we can write each of the components ER, E theta and E phi. So ER will be equal to minus j omega AR minus dou V by dou R. E theta will be equal to minus j omega A theta minus 1 by R dou V by dou theta. And E phi will be equal to minus j omega A phi minus 1 by R dou V by dou phi. So that is obtained by substituting A delta V into this equation and also substituting E with the polar coordinate representation. Now here A phi will be equal to 0 because there is no field in phi direction, and similarly dou V by dou phi also will be equal to 0 because there is no change with respect to phi, and electric field in phi direction is equal to 0. Now final equations, so electric field will be only in direction r and theta, and in phi direction there is only magnetic field, no electric field. And general equation for short dipole electric field in r direction is given as I naught L cos theta into e raised to j omega t minus r by c by 2 pi epsilon naught into 1 by c r square plus 1 by j omega r cube, and e theta will be equal to I naught L sin theta into e raised to j omega t minus r by c by 4 pi epsilon naught into j omega by c square r plus 1 by c r square plus 1 by j omega r cube. Here mu naught epsilon naught is equal to 1 by c square. Now next one is magnetic field due to current element. So magnetic field equation is given by mu is equal to 1 by h into del cross A, or else mu h is equal to del cross A. Now del cross A as a general formula, so this can be written as 1 by r square sin theta. So this is the general formula for del square A. So here already dou by dou phi is equal to 0 and A phi is equal to 0. So these two terms will become 0. So finding the determinant, this is from this equation we have to find the determinant. So that will be equal to r sine theta into a phi. So dou into dou r a theta minus dou by dou theta into ar. So that will be equal to, again here polar coordinate magnetic field directly in terms of r theta phi can be written like this, and here r and magnetic field in r and theta direction is equal to 0. So now here again we have to substitute for a theta and ar. So ar is equal to a z cos theta, which is given by the formula. A z is already given by the formula mu naught I naught L e raised to j omega t minus r by c by 4 pi r into cos theta. Similarly, substituting again here also for a z, and then substitute both the equation into h phi equation. So some of the terms will get cancelled, and also we have to differentiate this equation with respect to r, and here this equation with respect to theta. So once you differentiate both the equation with respect to theta and r, so we obtain it like this, that is differentiating this with respect to r, and here cos theta with respect to theta, so minus sin theta. So the common terms can be taken outside. So we'll obtain it as I naught L sin theta into e raised to j omega of t minus r by c by 4 pi into j omega by cr plus 1 by r square. So magnetic field is only in phi direction. In r and theta direction we have only electric field. Usually electric and magnetic fields will be perpendicular to each other. So also if you represent this in terms of retarded current, we can write it in square of I, where I is equal to I naught into e raised to j omega t minus r by c. So this will be the final equation. Now writing the equation in far field, it can be written as, so far field means all the higher common, that is 1 by r square, 1 by r cube, can be neglected when you compare it with 1 by r. So if you have placed the dipole, the near and far e theta and h phi will be given like this, and er pattern will be like this. So here er is negligible and e phi is already 0. Now considering e theta component, that is the same equation of e theta. If you remove r square and r cube, you obtain the equation like this. In this equation, r cube term is removed. So once those two terms are removed, obtain it like this. So instead of omega by c, omega and c, this can be written as beta. So we will also obtain this equation, that is j I naught beta L sin theta e raised to j of omega of t minus r by c by 4 pi epsilon naught cr. Similarly h phi also, removing the r square and r cube terms, we obtain this equation, and again in this also omega by c can be replaced by beta. So this will be the far field equation. Now if you take the ratio of e theta by h phi, many of the components will get cancelled, and what is remaining will be 1 by epsilon naught c, which is also equal to root of mu naught epsilon naught by epsilon naught. So that is equivalent to the intrinsic impedance eta, which is equal to 376.7 ohms. So by taking the ratio of electric and magnetic field, we can obtain the intrinsic impedance of free space. So this is how you find out electric magnetic field and far field components, and from far field components the intrinsic impedance of free space can be found out by taking the ratio of electric and magnetic field, that is e theta by h phi will be obtained as root of mu naught by epsilon naught, which is equal to the intrinsic impedance of free space. So do share, like and subscribe to the channel for latest updates.